the first episode of Breaking News Down. My name is Amanda Bernaco, and we're here to break down the most popular and perhaps the most confusing news topics. Today's stories include Obamacare, Twitter's IPO, and the voice behind Siri. Now, Caroline, what exactly is Obamacare?
Well, Amanda, the word Obamacare is thrown around a lot in politics and the media, but there are a lot of details about the healthcare law that citizens are unaware of. Obamacare is designed to make healthcare more affordable to all Americans and improve the quality of healthcare. The law requires all Americans to have health insurance. However, if your current plan doesn't cover specific health issues as required by Obamacare, your insurance company is forced to drop you, which affects over 2 million people. This was one of the many arguments about the healthcare debate during the recent government shutdown. During the shutdown, Obamacare was supported by Democrats because they believe it will help cut the rising costs of healthcare. It keeps those with pre-existing medical conditions from being denied healthcare and keeps those with health insurance to be indirectly paying for those hospitalized without healthcare. On the other side of the debate, Republicans believe that it will hurt employers to have to offer healthcare to all of their employees. Republicans are also against the built-in tax on the law. Let's turn to Amanda, who has the scoop on Twitter's IPO.
Twitter released their initial public offering, otherwise known as IPO, this month. An IPO is the first stock sale a private company makes to the public. It's considered a risky investment because the company has to predict how well the stock will do on its first day without having any numbers to compare it to. This type of investment is most commonly done by small private companies searching for capital to expand their business. Twitter is planning to use the ticker TWTR for the common stock of the company. The stock will likely cost between $17 to $20 and will go on sale November 6th. However, many investors suggest waiting on purchasing stock if you're a regular person without connections to a prominent broker. But what does all this mean for the user? David Rogers, director of Columbia Business School's digital marketing program, told the Washington Post that Twitter will most likely start trying harder to become a part of your daily habits. He believes this because products such as Twitter Music show that the company is trying to get users to interact with them by doing more than just using Twitter as a platform for conversation. For Breaking News Down, I'm Amanda. Now let's turn to Christiana, who found the voice behind Siri.
Everyone knows Siri, the pocket-sized virtual assistant residing in your iPhone. However, your perception of Siri is about to change. The voice of Siri has been revealed. Susan Bennett of Atlanta, Georgia is the voice behind Siri. This has not yet been confirmed by Apple. However, she recently came forward to CNN. Professionals who have worked with her and represent her legally says it's her, and even an audio forensic scientist who has been in the field for 30 years is convinced. So how do you become Siri? Her story is simple. Bennett sat down in her home recording booth for 4 hours a day in July 2005, reading different sentences and phrases. Scansoft, the software company that hired her to do the voice, took her recordings and pulled out vowels, consonants, syllables, and diphthongs, and played with her pitch and speed to create the sentences and paragraphs that Siri uses in response to the user. Bennett said the reason Siri sometimes has a bit of an attitude is because it got boring sitting down reading the phrases for so many hours, and those sounds in her voice were likely from the last 15 minutes that she was recording. Bennett's voice can also be heard in commercials, countless phone systems, in GPS devices, and even in the loudspeaker in the Delta Airline terminals. For Breaking News Down, I'm Christiana Nothagen. Now back to you, Amanda.
For Breaking News Down, I'm Amanda Bernaco. Follow us on Twitter for more at news_BND.